What's going on, America? Rough, vain, insensitive, and raw is what James Woods used to describe President Donald Trump. Now, some might take that as an insult, but no, not Trump. Let me read the tweet. By the way, welcome to Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. Now, apparently James Woods tweeted out something. It says, let's face it, Donald Trump is a rough individual. He is vain, insensitive, and raw. But he loves America more than any president in my lifetime. He is the last firewall between us and this cesspool called Washington. I'll take him any day over any of these bums. And then he puts Trump 2020. And then President Trump retweets it and says, I think that is a great compliment. Thank you, James. Now, see, I'm sure you got some people who don't understand why these terms that James Woods described Donald Trump by is really a compliment. Donald Trump sees it as a compliment. It's kind of like when, you're good at a sport and somebody said, man, dude, you're a beast. You don't get mad. You don't say, man, what you do? You calling me some type of animal? You don't do that. When people say, man, that dude right there, man, those moves this dude got on the field is dope. What you calling me, a drug addict? Huh? See, these are attributes that Donald Trump sees in himself. And he says, you know what? I'm going to wear those things as a badge. And guess what? I love Trump for those exact descriptions. Now, let's break them down just in case you're wondering how these can be good things. He says, first of all, he's a rough individual. Do you want a soft president? I mean, ladies, if you're watching, you want a man that could put on a suit and then a man that could put on some sweats and get physical if you have to. Basically, you want a caveman in a suit. That's what you want. Now, I love the fact that President Trump is rough. I don't want no softcore beta or possibly even an omega male president. Somebody like Beto O'Rourke. No, man, what are you going to, petite Pete? I need somebody to be rough because we're dealing with rough times and rough people and rough countries. I don't want no softcore president. So that is a compliment. When I heard these things, see, the left would be like, see, even James Woods recognized he's a jerk. And I'm going, y'all not getting it. See, you can't see past your liberal specs that you got on because, see, you're looking at this as a negative, and I'm going, I like that. I like all that. So he calls him rough. He said he's vain. Now, how could vanity be used to your advantage? Well, someone who is vain, and I would even go to say very confident, maybe even a smidge narcissistic. Okay, yeah, he's narcissistic. But why does that work? Because he refused to fail. A narcissist or someone that's vain cannot tolerate imperfections within themselves. They don't want to go down as a failure. They don't want people mocking them and saying, well, see, he said he could do this and he can't. That lets me know that Donald Trump would die trying to get it done. You take this current situation with the whole lockdown and the economy crashing. Now, you think Donald Trump would be content allowing the next 4 years to go without repairing the economy, getting it back to that level and going off into the sunset like he's in a cowboy movie with the music in the back? He wants to ride off into the sunset, leaving a legacy and showing that I got it done. He don't want to sit back and go, well, I was doing good until this happened. And once it collapsed, man, I just said, ain't nothing we could do. I guess he would never let that stand. All right. He's going to fight unlike who, creepy, sleepy, sloppy, slimy. He will be just fine letting the economy just tank as he repairs his relationships with China and all the other joints he was involved with. So that vanity is actually a good thing. Let's see what else he called him. Insensitive. I like that. He's not sitting back going, you know what? I'm going to be sensitive to the media's feelings. I'm going to be sensitive to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un and Iran's feelings. I'm going to be sensitive to all of the world leaders that want me to be politically correct and not call them out for not paying their bills. I will be sensitive when I think of definitions and terms that describe certain things, but because of political correctness, they don't want me to see it like that. I mean, instead of calling them illegal immigrants or aliens, just call them documented, citizens. And instead of really coming down hard on radical Islamic terrorism, just call them disgruntled employees or one lone wolves, things like that. Trump calls things the way he sees them, without worrying about the PC culture that's ruined us as a society as it is. And he has no problem with calling out people on the left and the right, as far as the Democrats and the Republicans. He'll call everybody out. If you're a raggedy Republican, he'll call you out like he did Mitt Romney. It's like the Democrats, they stick together. They're horrible politicians, got horrible policies. But one thing they do, they stick together. They don't have Mitt Romneys in their party. See, he don't mind. Mitt might get sensitive and hurt his feelings. He don't care. And then finally, he says that he's raw. That's right. He's going to tell you exactly what he feels. See, when you're raw, you're in your purest form. He's not going to say, well, let me season this up and all this stuff. No, he's like, Method Man, no OJ, no straw. When you give it to me, yeah, you give it to me raw. I've learned when you drink absolute straight, it burns enough to give your chest hairs a perm. He wants to come in with the raw, uncut way he feel and what he says and say, now take that. You never have to wonder what you're getting with President Trump, unlike some others. So, as an example, I want to play a little clip for y'all so you can understand why all these attributes I just went over, it hits home. I love the president, man. We ain't never had one like this. Here we go. This is MSNBC talking about President Trump and President Obama going at it. All right, here we go.
Firing back at his predecessor in a heavyweight war of words. It began when Barack Obama this weekend used a speech to college graduates. He took a subtle but unmistakable and very public swipe at President Trump's handling of this pandemic.
Oh, no.
This pandemic has finally torn back the curtain on the idea that so many of the folks in charge know what they're doing.
Okay.
A lot of them aren't even pretending to be in charge.
Wow.
President Trump arrived back at the White House a short time ago.
What did he say?
He talked to reporters and offered a very brief response.
Like what?
Look, he was an incompetent president. That's all I can say. Grossly incompetent. Thank you.
Oh, did y'all hear that rough, raw, insensitive response? I love it. That's what they're not used to. That is why he drives the media absolutely crazy. Because instead of just taking all these punches by Barack Obama like he's a punching bag and like the rest of the darn Republicans used to do, President Trump hits him with a short, stocky, quick left hook right up under the chin. That's what he did. And I, for one, can appreciate that. So, with that being said, don't forget, follow me every chance you get on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, and the notification button. Check out Extreme Tees. Put Kevin in the promo code. You'll get a 20% discount. Links below the video. And finally, if you want to donate to Kevin and Kevin's Corner, feel free. There is links below to do that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and finish watching some enjoyable clips from my rough, raw, and sensitive president that I love. Take care. God bless.